Right, hi, it's Dan here from BFS Wargaming, and we are playing a 1750 point battle. We're going to pick a Maelstrom battle today. Here's Ryan, been on the channel before with his Blood Angels. I'm here with Death Guard today. We're both practicing a little bit for a Vigilus campaign competition that we're going to on Sunday, so we're just trying lists. Today is a Cabal and Witch Cult. Thought I'd bring the witches out and leave the coven alone. So, and we're playing a bit of a competitive Death Guard list. So should be
semi-competitive.
It should be quite good as resilience against speed. So it should be an interesting battle. We've gone with Maelstrom because we've not really done it for a while, so we thought we'd have a Maelstrom game rather than Eternal War or ITC.
Yeah, I always enjoy the cards.
Yeah, but it makes it a bit different. You can play the mission. So we will come back to you with deployment and the armies, and then move on to first turn.
But here we have 1,750 points of Death Guard, and there's a big battalion with a spearhead, and leading the warlord is a Malignant Plague Caster. He just has Arch Contaminator and Plague Wind, Curse of the Leper and Miasma. And side of him is just a Chaos Lord, bare bones, so no Thunder Hammer or fancy pistol. And for troops is just 2 units of Plague Marines, 1 unit with Blight Launchers, 2 Blight Launchers. Champions have Power Fists and Plasma Guns, and the other squad just has 2 Plasma Guns, 7 man each, and then just 20 Poxwalkers to round the battalion off. And the Spearhead just has a Demon Prince with the Suppurating Plate, Wings and Claws, and his power is the Blades of Putrefaction. And for Spearhead is 3 Plague Burst Crawlers, all with Empathy Cannons, Heavy Stubbards and the Mortars. And supporting them is 5 Blight Lord Terminators, all with Axes, Combi Bolters, and I set 1 with the Flail. And then his auxiliary support is a Forge World Vindicator Laser Destroyer. And that rounds off the list, and the 2 relics in the list is Suppurating Plate and the Lord's Helm, giving him a 9-inch bubble of reroll 1s. So that's everything.
Right, here we are with the Drukhari, 1750 points. We have a battalion of Cabal, we have an air wing, and we also have a battalion of witches. So we'll start with the witches. It's a Red Grief battalion. There's 2 succubus. One has got the Bloodclave, which is there as a relic. I have 3 squads, 1 of 5 with a Shardnet and Impaler. These are just witches. Then we have a squad of 15 with a Shardnet, Impaler, Flails and Hydra Gauntlets. And we also have a squad of 9 with a Shardnet Impaler. We have a 6 bike squad of Reaver Jet bikes with 2 blasters and 2 Grav Talons, and we have 1 Venom with twin splinters and a splinter cannon. Then for the air wing, that is Flayed Skull, so we ignore cover. We've got the Void Raven bomber with the Void Lancers, and we have 2 Razor Wing jet fighters with twin splinter rifles and disintegrator cannons. For the Cabal of the Black Heart Battalion, we have 2 Archons. That Archon there has got Rip the Living Muse, and that Archon there has got a Helm of Spite and a blaster. We've got 3 squads of Cavalite Warriors, 1 plane, just all 5 splinter rifles, and then we have 2 with a shredder in each. We have dedicated transports, 2 Venoms, both with twin splinters and cannons, and a Venom with a disintegrator, a Phantasm grenade launcher, and a shock barrel. Then we have 2 Ravagers, all with disintegrator cannons, and that makes up 1750 points. The Warlord trait is the Blackheart Battalion 1 Diabolical Soothsayer. No, it's not. That's the flesh. I'll come back to that in a second. Warlord trait is that guy there. Has got Labyrinth of Cunning, and I paid the extra command point to give this one. This one, sorry, Hyper Reflexes, which gives her a 3-up in one rather than a 4. So that is the list. So we shall pick our mission and move on to deployment. Right, so we've picked the Vanguard Strike deployment. What mission are we playing? It was the Tactical Cascade. So the objectives are, so the deployment is going to be this table quarter here and this table quarter there. Objectives are there: number 3, number 1, number 6, number 2, number 4, and that's number 5. Then Ryan won the roller, so I've got to deploy first, and then Ryan deploys second. But I am going to try and seize because I would like to go first. Yeah, that's not really going to help. So Ryan will be going first. I will deploy my troops and then come back with deployment. Right, so deployment wise, we've got the Plague Marines, the more Plague Marines at the back there. We have the Demon Prince, the screening 2 squads of. Is that 2 squads?
No, it's just one
20-man
squad, yeah.
Of Poxwalkers. Then we have the 3 Plague Burst Crawlers and the Laser Destroyer, and Plague Caster and the
Lord.
And the Lord there, and the 2 biological putrefiers.
Blightspawn.
Oh, sorry, Blightspawns.
Yeah. 2
Blightspawns there. For the Dark Crate we've got Blight Lord Terminators in Deep Strike.
Mm-hmm.
For the Drukhari, we have 3 Venoms, the Reavers, a Archon, and the Succubus, with a squad of Cavalites. Inside this one is the red one is 5 Witches. Inside the 2 Venoms there is 2 5 squads of Cavalites. Inside this Venom is a Succubus and the 9-man squad of Witches. The Warlord is there along with the 2 Ravagers, and then we have the 3 Flyers here, and we have a 15-man squad in Deep Strike, or in the Webway. So we will move on now to turn 1, Death Guard. Right, for the tactical objectives, it's choose 2, and Ryan's chosen defend objective 1, which is there, and he's master the warp. So we shall move on to turn 1 movement for Death Guard. Right, so movement, the Plague Marines have moved up, the Demon Prince has moved up, these 2 have moved, and the Poxwalkers, that one stayed stationary.
Mm-hmm.
And this one here has moved up on the Plague Burst Crawler. Everything else is. Oh, and the Poxwalkers have shuffled, have they?
Yeah.
Are they still within coherence?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You'd have to just
Yeah,
shuffle them up a bit.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're moved up in a big screen. So we now move on to turn 1. Psychic Phase, Death Guard. Miasma failed on the Laser Destroyer, and Blaze Putrefaction went off on the Demon Prince, which gave Master the Warp. So, turn 1 shooting for Death Guard. This one fired his cannon, did nothing. The Laser Destroyer used blasphemous machines. I used 2 command points for lightning fast reactions on the Void Raven, and it did nothing. Yeah. Then the other 2 fired into the Razor Wing, which is there, and between them they took off 5 wounds. So it's 5 wounds remaining on that. So that's tiered him, I believe. So those charges For the end of that turn, you did get Master of Warp, and you are currently defending 1. So we will move on to Drukhari turn 1. Right, so I got Secure 1, which is over there. May not happen. We have Defend Objective 5, which is
5 is
that one. That one there. Probably might not happen. We've got Defend 4, which is the one I'm currently on in the middle, and we have No Prisoners, which is score of which point if an enemy unit was destroyed during your turn. Between 3 and 5 enemy units destroyed, it's D3. If 6 were destroyed, it's D3 plus 3. So that probably won't happen either, as it being death card. So we shall now move on to movement phase. Right. So the Reavers move in advance to there. One of the Venoms moved here to take the objective. That moved to that corner. The Succubus and the Archon moved up. The Razorlings moved here and here, and the Void Raven has shot over there. I've advanced I advanced both of them to take that objective. I moved the 2 Ravagers up and the Archon, and then moved these out to screen this back quarter. So now we are obviously skipping Psych. So we shall move on to shooting phase for Drukhari turn. Right, Drukhari turn 1 shooting. We did a lot of stuff into a lot of splinter rifles into the Plague Marines there, and got 1.
2.
Two, sorry.
Yeah, 2.
We fired the blasters from there into that, was it?
You did the blasters into...
Laser Destroyer took off a few wounds.
Yeah.
The Void Lance into the Destroyer took off...
stripped it all the way down to, I think...
hang on,
took it to 9.
I need to do the missiles.
Alright.
So 5 shots for the missiles into the Laser Destroyer. I forgot to do that. In on 3s. No re-rolling 1s. Oh. And that's strength 7, so 2.
2, yeah.
Minus 1.
Minus 1, so 4. No. I will command point that. Just be an arse. No.
And do I get it back? No. It doesn't blow up. So that's the Laser Destroyer died from a multitude of disintegrators from the Ravagers and the Void Lances. A lot of disintegrator fire went into that there, and did 2 wounds, was it on that one?
Yeah, that's took 2 wounds. That one's taken 3.
And we took 3 wounds off the back there with that was with the Void Lance.
Yes, that was Void Lance.
Yeah, so that's the end of Drukhari. Turn 1. We are currently defending objective 6, and we are have achieved supremacy. So I'll roll D3 on the camera. So that's 2. So moving on to charge and fight phase. Oh, charge and fight phase to do, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
So moving on to charge and fight phase. Shouldn't have rolled for that yet, but hey ho. So back with charge. Right, so we failed the charge to get into the Plague Marines, which is our main target. So we did multi-charge and got into the Plague Burst Crawler. Ryan did quite a lot of good Overwatch.
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
From everything, and took out 3 bikes. So quite a good. No, none of the attacks did anything back or forth.
No.
So we're now moving on to Death Guard turn 2. Are you going to draw your cards?
Yeah, I'll draw my cards.
There's 2 for everyone you passed. So you've now defended objective 2. So you need to pull another 4 cards. No, sorry, defended objective 1. Sorry, so you've done that one.
No, achieve that next.
No, it's on 2 turns. In my turn, and your turn.
Oh right. Oh yeah.
So you've pulled Symbol
of the Fly Lord.
Yep.
Grandfather's Gift. Defend 3 and hold the line.
So 3 is there. That is probably achievable with an advance, maybe. What's the Grandfather's Gift?
I have to completely destroy a unit using a plague weapon.
Yeah, and then
basically.
Symbol of Fly Lord is score D3 victory points. if you control exactly 3 objective markers at the end of your turn. No more, no less. Hold the line and obviously defend 3. So we'll now move on to the movement phase.
Yes.
Death Guard, turn 2. Movement. These guys moved over here. Can never remember his name.
Fire Blightspawn.
Fire Blightspawn's moved around. The Demon Prince has moved around there. He did a smite on one of the bikes and killed it. There's been a lot of shuffling around up here. Everything's just shuffled a bit. This one moved. Plague Burst Caller's moved. There's also a smite done on the Void Raven, did 2. And I think that's all for your movement.
Just did a bit of a smite here.
Yeah, you killed one bike on that.
Yeah.
So that's it for the movement phase. And you did burn a command point because you perils with your smite on the bikes.
Aye.
And then re-rolling and still got it off. So
yep.
We will now move on to shooting phase. Right. So the Plague Burst Crawler there shot everything into the flyer that was here. He left it with 1 wound. So he also used Blasphemous Machines so they could fire on the full tier. And then Ryan decided to do the mortar and the stubbers.
Yeah.
And that finished it off. It didn't explode. And I used lightning fast reactions on the Ravager because I didn't want to risk. I wanted to make it as hard as possible for the entropy cannons because I thought 2 good rolls on the entropy cannons and that thing's dead. So I wanted to keep the Ravager with some wounds and Ryan missed on both. And obviously I tied that one up. So what did you fired?
I fired 2 blight launches.
Blight launches into the fly that was here, and that it shrugged off a wound. I think it was, or 2 wounds.
Yeah.
So we're now moving on to the charge of fight phase for Death Guard turn 2. What are you charging?
I'm just going to charge the Demon Prince into
that's
the...
that's the only charges, is it?
Yes.
Yeah, might as well roll out while we've got the camera rolling.
So
I'd say he's in.
yeah,
At 5. Taking trees with him. We'll come back with the roundup of the charge and fight phase. Right, roundup of that attack phase. Ryan's Demon Prince did all of the killing. Reavers are no more.
And that one.
So we have symbol of the Flight Lord for the 3 and
gets me.
it gets you 3. So
Happy with
that's
that.
3. You've got defend 3, which you won't get until end of my turn.
Yep.
I am going to try and stop that, obviously.
And I have hold the line.
Yep.
With 3 within my deployment. That will be.
Yep. 1, 2, 3.
Yep. So. Yeah, and I didn't get Grappling 5 as a gift because I didn't. Oh no, it was the stubber that took out that fly. I should have done the mortar first. I'd have got that then. Yep. So I scored them 2.
So that's 4 altogether. What does that put you on?
I'm on 6.
I'm 6 now, and I got the defend 6 for 2 more. That puts me on 5. And I shall draw 4 cards. So we'll come back to you with the draw and my movement phase for turn 2. Right, so turn 2 movement for Drukhari. Everything at the back here stayed still. So they've stayed still. And the Archon has moved up a bit and shuffled the Venom round. The Witches disembarked and moved. The Venom's moved and the Succubus advanced. The Flyers, the Void Raven's over there. He's got back to do a bomb on the what are they called? Plague Marines.
Plague Marines, yeah.
And the Razor Wing Jetfighters here. What we have got over there, the Witches are dropped in the back, and the Raiders moved up. So we shall move on to the shooting phase for turn 2. He got knocked right to the front there. Right, so quite a good shooting phase, I have to say. We destroyed the Plague Burst Crawler that was there with a multitude of Ravager shots. We took out the what's his name?
Foul Blightspawn.
Foul Blightspawn there. I took out a lot of Poxpaw because then realised that I was actually crucifying myself by not being able to make a charge with the witches that are in the corner. We fired the implosion missile at the guy that was there, and we killed him with that, didn't we?
Yeah, that was what I got him.
Yeah, and then we took out 6 with the Void Raven bomb, so that wiped the squad. We took a few wounds off with the Void Lance, and we fired everything from the Razor Wing into the Foul Blight Spawn. We took out one guy here with the witches firing their pistols, and I think that's pretty much everything.
Yeah.
I forgot to fire my Archon, but don't worry about that. And we're now moving on to charge phase. Only be one charge, and that's right here. I shall do that on the camera, and that is a 4, and then we'll do the Archon afterwards. So they're both in. So we'll do some Overwatch, and we'll come back to you with the fight phase. Right. The conclusion of the fight phase. The witches kill 1.
They killed 2.
And the succubus
Kill 1.
Kill 1. And then 1 run. No, yeah, witches kill 1, succubus kill 1, and there's 1 run to Alicia.
Oh no, 1 died from shooting.
And 1 died from shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's down to 1. The consolidated round. Witches had the no escape rule anyway, but even so, I wanted to make sure he couldn't run off. And also that I couldn't get shot off the table by something else. So we're now moving on to turn 3 Death Guard. Before I do that, I will go through what I got on the cards, which was secure 1. That didn't happen. I'm currently not defending 4. I am defending 4, sorry, so I'll get that on your turn. No prisoners. How many units did I destroy?
3.
3 units. Was the one at the back, and him. So 3 units. That gives me D3. Yep. So that is 2. So 2 for that. And I could do getting them next turn. So now moving on to Death Guard turn 3. Right, turn 3 for Death Guard movement. Blight Lords have popped up at the back here, hoping to shoot my Ravager. We've got the Poxwalkers have advanced to objective 4. We've got the 2 Plague Bursts to stay still. The Maleficent Plaguecaster and the Foul Blight Spawn have moved towards the witches in the corner there, and they have smited, causing a couple of. And what was the other one?
The Curse
of the Leper.
Oh,
so
5.
yeah, that did 5, and smite did 1. And then you smited the flyer, didn't go off. So now we are. Oh yeah, the Demon Prince moved to try and get in combat with the flyer. So we are now moving into shooting phase for turn 3. Right. So turn 3, Death Guard shooting was quite successful. I didn't use lightning fast reactions on this one here, because I thought the Terminators are going to shoot with bolters, and I still had 2 Plague Burst Crawlers to contend with. So if I used it on that, I knew he was going to fire both of them into the other one. So I did use it on the other one, but he still took 5 wounds. So 1 wound left on this one, and 5 wounds left on that one. We lost quite a considerable amount of witches on that turn. How many's left? 7?
Yeah, 7.
So I lost 8. So I will be paying the 2 command points for an auto pass. That was all done pretty much from Smite and from the Flamer from the Foul Blight Spawn.
Yeah, it was just a combination of the 2 characters.
Everything else pretty much fired into the Ravagers. So we are now moving on to turn 3 charge phase.
Yep.
So you're charging the Demon Prince into the flyer.
Yeah.
Might as well do it on camera. So
that's a good job. I'm right next to it.
That's literally can't fail. Luckily,
yeah.
So he's in. I'll fire Overwatch. Are you going to charge anything over there?
No.
You're not.
No.
So any other charges?
The Terminators over there. They are going to charge into the
Ravager with 1 wound.
Yes, I will charge both of them actually.
You'll charge both of them. Oh, cheeky. Go on, everybody will do it on camera. And that is a fail. you'd need a 4, so you'd need a 5 on a reroll.
Yeah, screw it, I need it.
That's
No.
Fail fails. Do I get it back? No. Well, I've got one this turn anyway, actually. So I'll do Overwatch, and we'll come back with the 2 lots of Overwatch.
Was 1 damage.
Right, so the Blight Lords failed the charge. Overwatch saved the. No, I didn't wound him with the. Disintegrators, got a couple through with the hits, but didn't wound. And I got a wound through on the Demon Prince. He failed his save, but disgustingly saved it. Resilient. So we shall now move on to the combat phase. So we forgot to do the combat for the tied up combat was here. Ryan did 3 wounds to my succubus, and then the succubus fought back and did 7 wounds.
Yeah.
In return. So you got behind enemy lines for the Terminators being in the backfield. So we'll now move on to Drukhari turn 3. Right, well, the movement phase for the Drukhari, the what they call Cavalry Warriors have just moved up to get some shots on for the Blight Lords. Everything else stays still. That's shuffled forward a little bit, and the Witches jumped out. The Archons jumped out. The Succubus jumped out. The Archons moved up. That stays stationary. Although I should have moved that by wanting to keep by that objective just in case. The Witches are within an inch over there. The Succubus advanced and moved up here, so did the Witches. And the Void Raven has come up here, so he's still the closest to the Demon Prince. So we're going to see if we can get death by 1,000 cuts. I don't know if it's going to work, but we'll give it a good go. So we'll move on to shooting phase. Right, turn 3, shooting phase. I fired a lot of stuff into the Demon Prince. The implosion missile took off a wound. All the Witches that locked in took anything. The separating plates for the top save is amazing. That fired its cannon into the Demon Prince to try and take a wound off to get that death by 1,000 cuts. Didn't do anything. Did I take anything off that? No, that survived everything. I got the blaster shot through, but then you saved that.
No, I didn't wound.
Oh yeah, it didn't wound yet. I did take out a few Terminators. One from the Shredder, wasn't it?
Yeah, Shredder double 1 for unsave.
Yeah, unsave. So that took one out, and the Disintegrators took 2 more.
Yeah, 2 more.
And then left one on a wound. So wasn't the best shooting phase, but it could have been better. So we'll move on to the charge and fight phase and see how we get on there. Right, so pretty poor combat phase. We took out the Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
They died. I got a wound through on the Plague Burst Crawler. And lost a wound on the Succubus for the suppurating plates. And the squad of Witches did nothing. The Succubus did nothing. Well, you saved everything that went through. And you wiped the squad. And over there, they didn't get to fight. They died because of the stench. They got to fight last and were killed in combat before they got to attack back. And that's it. Then move on to Death Guard turn 4. Cards wise, I've started defending 4. I've secured 1. No, in fact, am I within 3 inches?
It won't matter, we're both contested it anyway.
He's not troop choice, is he?
Neither of them are.
Yeah, she's troop choice. She's
HQ.
Oh, she's HQ. She's yeah. So that's contested. And what's the other one? So start defending 4, and I've secured. Start defending 5. So we'll move on to Death Guard turn. Psychic phase. The Plague Caster cast a smite into the Succubus. I denied it with Helm of Spite. Did 2 mortal wounds because he perilled, and then he did Plague Winds and killed the Succubus anyway. And then you smited over there and failed.
I passed and you succeeded. Your
Oh, sorry. Yeah, Feel No Pain, 6 of Feel No Pain. That was that. And there wasn't really much movement apart from they moved up. And the Terminators moved up. And then they shot the guy over there into that and it died. And then he failed his other shots into this one. So, and the Terminators failed their shots, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we're moving on to the charge and fight phase.
Yeah.
Right, so turn 4, the Terminator made the charge. I killed one on Overwatch, and then he failed all his attacks into the Archon, and the Archon dispatched him with a lot of wounds. The Succubus died to the Demon Prince, which I thought was going to happen, and I think that was it for the fight phase. Yeah, so did you get anything from the end of that turn?
Oh, Grandfather's Gift with killing the Ravager with the mortar, with it being a plague weapon.
Yeah, and so that puts you up onto
8.
8. So then I started to defend that one on my turn, didn't I? Because I mind you saying I'm not within 3 anymore. No. I get that one though, so I get 2 for defend 4. So that puts me up to 10. And I still blimmin' can't get that one in the middle.
Yeah, I'm happy to go over here.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. Well, at that point, Ryan's conceding because my turn, I probably will start defending that one again. And I think it's still fairly close. Been a very close battle. Really enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, it's been enjoyable.
It's definitely to and fro. It was like 1 point one way, 1 point the other, 1 point one way.
Yeah,
it was good.
We were good.
Who was your man of the match?
Either the Prince, since he's been much better this game than in previous games, or
I definitely think that's the right move to make, taking the Warlord off him, so you don't feel so worried about losing Warlord.
Yeah, he's bit more comfortable than just getting him in there, and either him or the Fall Blight Spawn, just flame up.
Yeah, they are handy. I mean, he pretty much single-handedly took that 15 witch squad out. Yeah, it was very good on Overwatch and on his attack. Yeah, he just did.
I was happy with crawlers, like the wounds that they can when the wind does go through.
Yeah, with giving sticking your Lord there. So you've obviously not having to keep your Demon Prince back to get the reroll ones. It does work really well. I did make a slight mistake with the placement of the 15 witches. Regretted where I put them, but it was well they died, but I should have put them the other side really and really gone at the Demon Prince to get one. But hey ho. It didn't work out too badly. To be honest, I'm not sure who my MVP was. My man of the match probably would have been Ravagers, maybe. The Succubuses didn't do too much apart from gain that objective. So I think it'd probably be the Ravagers for their output. Yeah, they did all right.
Yeah.
And the Void Raven, the Void Bomb was handy. Plinked off a lot of wounds. Yeah, I just couldn't get rid of them Plague Burst crawlers no matter what I did. they were stubborn as hell. Yeah. Once I got rid of that laser destroyer, I thought, oh yeah, it's going well now. I can put all the wounds straight onto the Plague Bursts, and they just kept 5-up inv on them.
Yeah, you got rid of the easy one, and then you got the hard ones to deal with.
To be honest, it just goes to show how much more durable they are than the standard rhinos and what we'd call marine vehicles.
Yeah.
You know, fair enough, they're losing 1 on their weapon skill, ballistic skill, but they are so much more durable with that 5-pin bomb.
Yeah, the sacrifice to benefit definitely outweighs.
And especially again with the Feel No Pain, which is another thing. Why do they not get Feel No Pain? Why do the Lords not get Feel No Pain? It's a strange one. Yeah. But really good game. Really enjoyed it. Really close. It's ended up 10 to 8. I probably would have gained that one. So yeah, with you having the secures all at my end of the table.
I pretty much just have secures and defends.
I think really the Terminator's whiffed for you.
Yeah.
If they'd have gone a bit better with the volume of shots wise and the first charge were you had load in?
It was mainly the charge, yeah. If they made the charge, they would have.
Yeah, they'd have done a lot better.
Yeah.
But it's the same as when I use my Blight Lords. I always fail the charge guarantee.
Yeah, that 9-inch charge.
So yeah. So, but really enjoyable game. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Another fine battle.
Yeah.
And on to the next one. And Vigilus on Sunday.
Aye.